running combine and have that view over there, that's just pretty awesome. That's almost as awesome as watching that Mike Les guy on YouTube. That is one good looking tractor and grain cart. Good morning everybody, it is Farmhand Mike, and today's project I am going to be putting a PTO kit into this versatile 460 tractor. PTOs, or power takeoffs, are an option on all versatile four-wheel drive tractors, wheel tractors, and Delta tracks. It can be a factory installed option or a field installed, and this one here is going to be a field installed, obviously. It says it takes 18 hours to put this on, so let's see if we can beat that. First off, we got to drain the transmission oil. Got some heavy pieces, obviously. A little bit of safety. The first thing I need to do as well is take the lock pin out for the articulation, move it over here to that hole. That locks the articulation joint so the tractor cannot turn. Now I'm going to have the oil out of the transmission, so the tractor should not be running anyways, but I am going to be working in this area. So this is farm safety week, so I'm going to preach a little farm safety. But since there's no oil in the transmission either, I take the key from the ignition when I get in these situations, turn the battery disconnect off, and hide the key. Now I should be the only one around here today. I shouldn't have to worry about anybody else, but it's just a good idea to do that because people have been known just to jump in stuff and fire it up without checking things out, or not even allowed to really be in the tractor, but it happens. So safety first. Now that the oil is drained from the transmission, I'm going to remove this cover. There's a spline coupler that goes on here. Then I'll put the pump on, drop down box, and so on out to the back of the tractor. So there's a few parts, a drive line, and lots of hoses and fittings. Okay, now it's time to get serious. So I got the transfer case here, got the cover off the transmission, and I had to clean up all the paint and stuff on the outside of that, so that's nice and clean. And gonna slide the stub shaft, maybe. Stub shaft is on, and now I'm gonna put that bead of silicone around there and then lift this up. That'll slide onto the stub shaft I just put on, and then I'll bolt this down. Now I'm not going to be able to video that and do all this at the same time with the silicone because you know I'm going to make a mess. Guaranteed. Got this drop down gearbox in up here, and that was not pretty. You got to be pretty strong. It's a little bit more than one man, but I did it. I put some boards down here and some blocks and jacked it up, got it into place on the yoke, and was able to push it on. Now, next step, put this yoke on. Well, what the heck. There we go. Now I need to install the pump and the manifold. And I unpackaged some more stuff here, so we got lots of hoses, lots of fittings, and lots of parts yet. You remove a plug from the front bottom of the transmission here and install this screen filter. This is going to be the sump, and a line is going to run from here back to the gear pump on the back of that transfer case I just put on. Now I'll install this line here. This will come from the front of the transmission, and it'll go to a gear pump that I installed on the back of that transfer case. That will pick up the oil that will go to the whole PTO system of the tractor. I guess this part would have been nice to have a second person to hold that board, but if I was going to do this over, I'd probably run a ratchet strap around the cylinders in that board to hold it into place. But this is just how things go, so nothing out of the ordinary. They said this clutch assembly weighs 225 pounds, but it didn't feel that heavy. Anyways, once I get it up in there, it's going to bolt right up there. I haven't been keeping up real good with videoing the progress here because I'm trying to get something done, but I'll just show you what I've done now. So I got the PTO gearbox. Well, this has got the clutch and everything in it. I got that mounted up here on the frame, and then the shaft that goes between the transfer case from the transmission to here. So now all I got left to do is I got the long shaft to run from here to there. And then lift that up, and that will bolt right in here. That's where I'm at so far. I think I'm going to beat the flat rate even on my first one. I do have to go to town. I was missing one hydraulic fitting, if you can believe that or not, but stuff like that happens. So that's something I can get locally, so that's not too bad. And yeah, that should do it. And then of course I got the shielding in here. There is a grease fitting, one on each U-joint and one here where it telescopes. I got those greased already, so we'll put the shielding on here and then we'll be ready to move back here. Do I take the time and go get a loader, or do I just try to manhandle it? I think we should give manhandling a try. Let's see what happens. Well, I guess that wasn't so bad. They say that weighs about 300 pounds. I don't know if it weighs 300 pounds or not. Should I take it back off and weigh it? Anyways, have to put the yoke on here. Then there'll be some shielding. And then I got to put some spacers in here. So this needs raised up that high. So these 3 studs will secure the gearbox. I'm working on this as I get time, so I haven't been committed to this tractor 100% putting this power takeoff on, but right now I have all the hydraulic lines ran, and I double checked them all, and I'm sure I'm still going to put oil in this and start up, and I'm going to have an oil leak somewhere because that's just the way it goes. But yeah, several lines up through here. Now I'm putting this PTO guard on here, and then I got to hook the wires up here for the solenoid. That turns the PTO power takeoff on and off. and some clamps here just to secure all the lines. Then get up in the cab and put the switch in the console, which that's the easy part, I think. I double checked all my hoses. I put the oil in the transmission. Now the easy part, we just got to put the PTO switch in the cab. That will go right here, and I have to take this pad out, and then that will plug up underneath. I think I got everything done, so now it's time to start the tractor and check for oil leaks. Got everything done. The PTO is now complete. So I'm going to start the tractor and check for oil leaks. And put this final shield on. So there's a shaft that runs between the transfer box from the transmission to the PTO clutch, and this runs all the time. When I turn the PTO on, that activates this solenoid here, which in turn kicks that onto the shaft to go back to the rear of the tractor. Got the PTO on, and I am excited now. Let's look at this setup. This is going to be pretty awesome to run this fall. I'm pretty excited. Or did I already say that? Anyways, stay tuned. This thing should be in a lot of videos. That's a basic overview of installing a power takeoff kit on a versatile four-wheel drive tractor. The kit I installed here fits a versatile model 380 through the 460. For the model 520 up through the 610, it is a different kit, although it is very similar to this one. There was a detailed set of instructions I followed off the Versatile Dealer website that covered all the steps here. It took about 15 hours total to do this. I didn't show every step of the process here, like running a lot of the hydraulic lines. There was a lot of clamps involved, clamping the lines, routing the hoses and stuff, making sure nothing was rubbing on anything, stuff like that. But overall, it's a pretty simple process. There's also a set of articulation blocks. This tractor already had them because of the tire size that limits your turning when installing a PTO kit. Anyhow, that's an overview of it. Be prepared to see this tractor in a lot of my Harvest 2020 videos. And feel free to hit that like button and comment below. Thanks for watching, everybody.